Hi, I'm Stu, the older backpacker, and I'm still in Quetzaltenango, the second largest city in Guatemala. The locals call it Sella, which I'll be calling it from now on because Quetzaltenango is a bit of a mouthful. Now, because it's the second biggest city in Guatemala, you'd assume that there's a pre-walking tour, a tour guide that could take you around the city, tell you the history, tell you of places to go to, etc. But there isn't one. So I'll be your tour guide today, and I'm going to try and find out as much about this city as I can, and you can come with me. So this is Central Park in Zone 1, and it's where people go to meet, chat, feed the pigeons. So we're going to start off with this place here, which is on the south side of the Central Park, and it is the Church of the Holy Spirit, and all that's left of it is the front, because if you go around the side, it was actually destroyed by two earthquakes in 1852 and 1902. So in place of the church, we've got a modern one which was built in the 1990s. On the west side of the Central Park is this building, which was the original cemetery of the city, which then got turned into a prison, and now it's the Cultural Museum. And later on I'll be showing you what my flip-flops are like right now as an update, and this is just proof that I am still wearing them out and about. So this is the City Hall, and it's always been the City Hall since the start, but it got destroyed in the 1902 earthquake and was rebuilt again. And I've been told that this entrance here, where people are walking in and out, is a nice courtyard, so I'm going to have a wander in. And here it is. It's beautiful. One tour guide told me in a previous town that if you see an open door, just walk in. And this may be a government building, but no one stopped me so far. No security. Still in the courtyard, and this is a replica of something. At the top it's of someone holding a dagger. Just so this is the aerial view of the Central Park at the bottom and where we are right now. Just climbed some stairs and I'm looking at it from above. Still no security. And going down the stairs, I've just found out where security is. He's on the back gate. So that was the City Hall, and I've noticed that they don't have the city name of Quetzaltenango. It's the main name of Shala. That was a fun place to go to. I wasn't expecting that. But it does prove that if you're a bit nosy and you're a backpacker that wants to find out things, just walk in places. So a couple of streets up from Central Park is Parakeet Bridge, and this was built in 1855, and it's so called because in this street itself was where they sold birds. And you might think, why is there a bridge on a street that you can just walk across? But in them days there was a lot of flooding, so it was useful then. Obviously I climbed the bridge to see the view from here. It's a view of the road. So only a short 10-minute walk from the Parakeet Bridge is the main cemetery of Shala, and just outside is where they sell all the flowers, and I've been told that this place is quite impressive to go into, so let's have a wander. So this cemetery is massive, and you can see the individuals that have been buried here. And it is worth just walking around. Like I said, it's big. And you're getting people buried here not just from the 1870s, but to the present day. Now you might think it's a bit morbid coming to a cemetery, but some of these are just outstanding. This is all part of the city's history. So as you come through the cemetery, the main bit's down there. This is an extension they've probably built over the last 20 years, because all the graves are all from the last sort of 20 years. So the track itself is a bit rougher and the graves are all more modern and more recent. Now I've just been told by someone in very broken English that right over there are the people who perished during the COVID-19 pandemic. And this gravestone behind me is a bit of a local legend within the city. It's of Venushka, who was a young gypsy girl who died of a broken heart when her lover was sent to Spain. Now, local legend has it that if you are unlucky in love and you leave a message or some flowers, it will help you find love. Not for me today. So that was the cemetery, and I was there for about an hour just looking around. It was fascinating. But as the best tour guide in Quetzaltenango, I'm not expecting any tips at the end, but I will accept any likes or any comments. And as a tour guide, I'm meant to give you recommendations of where to go for food. And next up is just that. And the place to come to is La Panorama. Now to get here, you have to climb a very steep road for a good 10 minutes, which is why I'm sweating. And then when you get here, unfortunately, as this car passes, the place is closed and it is now a private property. And the reason that people did come here was because of this, the views. It gives you a full view of the whole city, and it is, as I always say, stunning. One of the things you've got to be aware of is the stray dogs around here, because you never know if they're going to be friendly or they're going to attack. But he's just given me a little bark to warn me off. And there's the view. And you can see why it's the second largest city in Guatemala, because it just goes on and on and on. So that's my tour of Chela, and to be honest, I don't think I'm cut out to be a tour guide, even if you have enjoyed it. But before I go, I just thought I'd give you a quick show of my flip-flops. So it's coming up to 5 months of wear and tear since I bought these, and they are really, really bad. Getting so bad that when I'm walking around on hot pavements, the bottom of my feet are getting warm. I think it's definitely time to get a new pair. But that's the end of the tour, and in traditional style you would tip me, but instead, if you just press the like button, that's classed as a tip. And if you want to see the next video, press subscribe, and if you want a notification of when the next video will be out, just press that bell in the corner. And until next time, bye bye.